Hey, what's good? You already know I'm Ken Wall, and we're going to be skipping introduction today and getting straight to the topic. We're going to be talking about esports. Let's get it. Alright, just in case you guys don't know what esports is, all it is professional gaming. This has been growing pretty significantly. It has gotten to the point where popular athletes like Rick Fox, A-Rod, and my boy Shaq Diesel has invested into this. Some people are thinking esports might even start competing with these other sports in a couple of years. Like, you should already see the stages that they play at. They're packed. The stages are huge. Like, it's really nice looking. And what's really nice is how these pro gamers can make a lot of money. I think the most I've ever seen was $1 million. I think it was a Halo tournament. Like, if they split it 4 ways, that's like 100. I'm just kidding. Now that's 250,000. That's good amount of money. But
that is now going to be a league. That was the nerd equivalent of banned on the field, Cal Stanford.
It's a huge deal. Like, it's bigger than the Super Bowl in other countries.
Yeah, great.
Look, people are always going to hate what they don't understand. But I'm just going to say it. Gaming is easier to pick up than a sport like soccer or basketball. But that will all change. All we need for them to do is just respect the hustle. Respect esports. That's all we need. But I'm about to give off some advice. You already know I like doing that. So here's some things that could definitely help esports in the long run. First thing they got to do, number one, they got to start making the professional players act like professional players. What I mean by that, watching what they say. So, example, Overwatch League just started in like January. They already banned one of their players for making homophobic remarks. And now, Overwatch, you can't post any trolling type videos on the internet on that game. They will legit take that shit down because they're that serious. They want this league to prosper and do well. That's a really good step because we know a lot of people on the internet love saying that hate speech shit.
Fucking nigger, Colin Turney got fucking hacked. I just fucking scammed you of $100. You little fucking nigger. Suck my little cock. Rub it all over your little schmeat. Give me a blowjob, you fucking nigger. Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah.
Esports, it's gotta appeal to everyone. Everyone plays video games, regardless of your race or gender. Everyone plays video games. So that shit can't fly. These players can't be saying all that hate speech bullshit like nigger and fucking all that shit. Another thing we gotta do, which would be very, very nice. Everyone's like, even in high school it starts. Girls are like, yo, I want to date the top basketball player, the top football player, the soccer player. They're always after the athletes. We have to make it that the gamers look like athletes. Obviously, they're going to look different because they don't really have to work out. But they're going to be a new, different type of breed of athletes. So what I mean by that is gamers, they're gonna start making these professional. I think what they should start doing is making these professional players start taking a little bit care of themselves, or start making them look better when they like play. This sounds really weird, but to appeal to more people, because you kind of want esports. What I'm thinking is I want esports to be like the next like football type shit, and you want the women to be like flocking to these players because that's what they do with athletes, because they make a lot of money. Gamers make a good amount of money. So what's holding that back? It's no offense to the looks. Gamers, the stereotype for gamers is not good, because it actually is true. If you deny that, you're wrong, because I have a lot of facts that it's true. I've been to a gaming convention. Just because you're dressed up in that outfit doesn't mean you have to smell like shit. You could do something. But that's what I think. Like, once that one gamer that actually is no homo, good looking, and he appeals to everyone, he's like that cool dude, that is when like this whole shit is gonna change, because everyone's gonna go like, that's the dude I want to be. Like, these kids that are getting into it and starting to watch it's like, yo, this dude is cool. And once they find that one player that actually people can remember their name, because I get it, people, they do remember names. A lot of people do. I have a struggle remembering the names because it's not that big yet. But once they get that it dude, that's when esports is definitely going to change, and people are going to start changing their perception of it. Like I said, esports just needs to change the perception of pro gaming. People don't like it. We just need to make them respect it. That's it. We don't care if they like it or not. We just need to respect it, because then a lot of people will start, maybe some people will come around to it. And what I think, I'm sorry, I didn't really look up videos on this, but I feel like more pro gamers, just a group, a team of them, should come out, make a video, not a rant video coming after all the haters, but just make a video explaining why gaming is hard to get into, especially pro gaming. Gaming is not hard to get into. It's casual as shit. Pro gaming is not. Ranked, bro, is a whole nother level, and that's just ranked. It's like casual, it's the regular playlist, ranked, and then pro. Pro players play a lot differently than the higher ranked players, which is crazy because the higher ranked players are really good. Pro gaming is not easy to get into. Sure, it's easier than a sport like soccer or basketball, like I said earlier. That's only because of the physicality. But gaming requires a lot of focus, and I feel like they need to explain more of that. People just, they're sleeping on us, bro. They're really sleeping on these pro gamers, thinking it's easier. Like, they sleep on pro gamers so much that you should have seen. I saw this one thing with Rick Fox. He was explaining it to them, and they were still making fun of it. Rick Fox is a pro athlete, and he was explaining it. You would think that they would understand it coming from him, because he's went through it. Nah, they just still shrug that off. I think pro gamers just need to start coming out and explaining their craft a little bit more.
Put some respect on my name.
One last thing before I go, I see a lot of people complain about the camera system. If you guys don't know, the camera is being operated by someone. It's not like a computer or something. The camera is someone, that's their job, which is very hard, and I don't blame them, because if you think about it, they have to watch 8 people. I don't know how their setup is, but you have to watch 8 people, so the screen shows one. The screen can only show one person's perspective. You have 8 people, and imagine 4 people are in a fight. So it's 1v1, 1v1, and they're on 2 different sides. So you have to somehow show that, and you have to determine which is more interesting at the same time. Because sometimes you would see a player start like getting into a fight, and then the cameraman just switches, and it's like what just happened? It's really hard, but I have no doubt in my mind that they'll fix this. They'll come up with some solution, but that's definitely, it has to be a top priority, because a lot of people really don't like watching esports because of that camera. And it's really tough. Like, I know the Overwatch camera is pretty good because they kind of have like a bird's eye view, and then they could switch it up to the actual first person perspective, like how you play in the game. So you could see everything around with the bird's eye view, both teams and players. And then if they want to switch, goddamn, I just hit my wall. If they want to switch, then they could do the first person perspective, but that's definitely a top priority. All right, we've come to the end of the video. Time to wrap this up. In case you missed all of that, esports just needs to make their professional players look and act more professional. These professional players need to stop saying all these hate speech, all this wild shit. Professional players need to start looking a little bit better and decent looking. I know that one's going to be very debatable, but I don't really care. They just need that one it guy. I'm telling you, that one dude who's that dude. Gamers need to stop making people sleep on them, bro. Stop letting these news anchors, these old heads, sleep on professional gaming. They don't respect it, and that's gonna change soon enough. And the camera is just, that's the only thing they need to fix. Really, there's probably some minor fixes, but that's really it. Professional gaming is definitely going to, I think that's going to be the new wave of things. It's because gaming, for me, it's not entertaining to watch. I'd rather play it. But for other people, obviously, a lot of other people love watching it, and that's really their entertainment. So this thing could definitely be one of the big things. I'm just here for advice, giving advice. That's what I love doing. I always like adding my input onto stuff that needs fixing. I like constructive, god damn, I love constructive criticism, and I like getting constructive criticism. I don't really get in my feelings when someone gives me criticism. I always think about it. But I want to start a conversation off of this. Don't be out here wilding, attacking me in the comment section. Give me your opinion on esports. Thank you guys for watching. You already know who it is. Ken Wall. I'm out. Peace.